think I was gonna pick Balrog at all?
いやー、思ってなかったですけど、でもなんか多分ね、要所で見たことは何回か見たことあったんですよね。あり得るなとは思ってたような気がします。
So Balrog was my first choice in terms of I wanted to pick Balrog against Daigo, but then all the Ryu players, like from different regions, like America, Europe, and Korea, they told me not to pick Balrog against Daigo.
でもなんか日本とアメリカのなんかスタイルの違いみたいなのをなんかすごく感じた試合だったんですよね、この試合って。日本人っていうのは自分の練習してきたキャラクターで負けるならしょうがないっていう人たちが多いんですけど、ジャスティンはまあ特にそうなんですけど、アメリカのプレイヤーっていうのは練習してきた得意なキャラクターよりも相手のキャラクターに勝ちやすいキャラクターを選んで、それで負けるのはしょうがないっていう、そこが日本のプレイヤーとはなんか一番大きく違うところかなって特にこの試合で思いましたね。
All the Ryu players sabotaged me not to pick Balrog first.
いやでもいい選択だったと思います。結構当時は困ってた組み合わせの一つだったんで、はい。
I think the reason why Balrog was so strong here was because like his hurt box was really weird. It's really hard to like kind of hit him. So he was able to like get out of like specific like strings. It didn't really work against him. His jab was really fast. He also had a lot of ways to get through projectiles compared to old Street Fighter games where he had trouble to get through projectiles. I felt like when I was playing Balrog here, like after rewatching the match, there was so many stuff that I wish like I knew or could have done better.
まあ今見ればそうでしょうね。
Because after this match, PR Balrog told me like, you could have done this, you could have done that, and it never crossed my mind trying to do that during the match.
やっぱりこのキャラクターだけを集中して練習していれば、それもこのタイミングでできたのかもしれないですけど、やっぱり彼はいろいろなキャラクター使ってる中の一つなので、まあそういう後がこうしか良かったなっていうのは、まあどうしても出てくるとは思います。
That was Ultra. Ultra. I think it was Ultra.
Ah, so that's
But too far. I think it was too far.
The thing is, I don't think it's the it's like a spider web. Most people don't. To me, I don't know if it's true, but like I feel like most people don't mind the smell, but a lot of people it's the texture, like the sliminess.
Neba.
Oh, that's what it's called. Okay.
けど日本はネバネバ多い。
The way I just describe this is like oh my, you know, like Americans love eggs, right? Like in the morning you have breakfast, you have eggs. I love like runny eggs. So the way I think about it is like the texture is not, it's not the same, but like yeah, I'm totally down to eat food like Good. Yeah. Yeah, good.
日本人のポピュラーな朝ごはん。朝ごはん。でも多分あんまりアメリカで食べない。わかる。梅干し。
梅干し。
梅干し。
Oh, it smells so good. Okay, I should take a bite. Ooh. Wow, the flavor is so like tart. It's like not what I expected at all. I guess it's pickled, so that makes sense. Wow. Wow, it's good. When we did this in LA, every time I took a bite of something, I go boom, boom, red for you, boom, boom. So it's kind of funny that the name of the dish sounds like. Am I supposed to mix? Okay. I'm in. Wow, this is really good. It's very like light. It feels like it doesn't feel like a super heavy meal.
ああ、よかったです。
最初にこれを頼むでしょ。居酒屋行ってすごい出てくるのが早いからこれを頼んでそこからどんどんなんかお肉とかそういうのを食べるっていう
次はもう油揚げ。
I like tofu.
ね、もうジャパンポピュラー。
Okay. I like. Whoa.
味噌スープ。肉じゃが。
I can smell it.
肉じゃが。肉じゃが。
Meat,
It looks like a-
onion, potato,
Yeah.
or なんだっけ人参
ただポトフ。
This reminds me. This looks like what my parents would cook when I was young. Like the same thing.
日本もその実家に帰ったら作ってほしい食べ物っていうか味付けがこれなんですよね。だから日本の本当に味付けって感じでこれ魚を煮つけるとか大根で食べるとかも全部こういうこの味。
油揚げで
油揚げ。
でこれが唐辛子とお味噌
辛い
が
唐辛子。
ミックスされたもの
唐辛子って何？唐辛子。
チリペッパー
をつけて召し上がる
What's
Very
the?
good.
This is like a spicy
It-
taste.
全然 OK。うん
Okay. Wow. It's like so. It's very like dense, but it's like fluffy at the same time. It's like a weird flavor.
けどこれも結構お酒のあれかな食べ物かな。
お酒のね
お酒の。
Yeah.
うん。
You can't go wrong.
ありがとうございます
ていうか箸うまいですね。
上手
箸使う。
箸の使い方
箸うまい。
Maybe it's a fighting game. And using a joystick, you learn.
まあね日本製だからね。日本製だから。
match.
Crispin on the right, Epps in the goal. Crispin with the jump. Storm first blood. Oh, Gold Storm. Gold Magneto.
Proud of the East Coast for sure. Around the corner, Marvel 3 was around the corner, so like we all knew we was gonna take a backseat of Marvel 2 for a while. So it was one of those things where like I had to make it count. So, and it was like the biggest season's beatings too, like in terms of the crowd and stuff like that. There was like a lot of sick events going on, so like the crowd was just so serious.
And that's 4 games. 4-1 for Yanks.
4 games to 1.
Chris can't be happy about it. It was his game. It was his time, and he let it go.
He's making short work.
This is a statement, you know. It's like, I'm the best in the world.
But, you know, and even though we was in the Midwest, like you had some of the guys on the West Coast there, but it was kind of East Coast heavy. If you go and watch the footage, like you're gonna see people like cheering for me and stuff like that. But that pressure of everybody counting on me to win is what made that event even more special because I had to show out or else I had to hold that L forever.
An unfortunate roll. Just didn't work out, but he got the Psylocke. Can he stop him? Psylocke's there.
And Michael Mendoza takes it. Crowd is on their feet. You gotta look at this crowd. Michael fucking Mendoza. Oh, I gotta say something, yipe.
Redemption.
Let's put Tokido. His quote was everywhere at EVO last year, so that makes sense.
Fighting game is something so great.
Tokido is just a legend. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of Japanese players, but Tokido in the last few years, I feel like, has had very impressive gameplay. He brings a really interesting, I guess, emotion to Street Fighter. Obviously famous for the murder face, but in Street Fighter 6, he showed impressive results.
He jumped onto it.
Oh,
He baited the throw.
That's it. Tokido is the Evolution 2017 champion.
We gotta go with the commentator. I'll say Yipes.
Yipes is definitely the commentator that everyone strives to be. You'd hate to admit it, but a lot of people do copy his tenure and what he does in commentary, but then they end up having their own style.
Coming from the Smash community, those of us who don't understand these games at all have an undeniable gut understanding that Yipes is the single greatest commentator to ever commentate a game. His knowledge combined with his energy, combined with his ability to riff and rhyme and do all sorts of stuff to keep it fresh has not changed for like 20 years. That's incredible.
Yipes is Yipes, dude. I'm sure you've all seen the videos, past, present, future. He's someone in the scene who deserves a lot more work than he gets, which is wild because he's very busy anyway. But yeah, he's the GOAT.
Come on, dude. Yeah, well, on the bright side, I didn't deserve this.
This is very difficult. I know a lot of people that I feel like have really paved the way for me. All right, here I go. My Mount Rushmore would be obviously Alex Valle, one of the most popular Lactios that we could ask for, Mr. Cali Power himself.
Valle is very well-rounded, including tournament administration, organization, things like that, production, helping new players come up.
So I would put Punk. So Punk iconic, punk and pink. I feel like he's all around good at every fighting game. That's just I mean, I can't imagine a title he's not good at. I would put Mena RD. Mena is just like the people's champ. You see Mena and you can't not feel good about his gameplay. It's so exciting to watch him play, and it's, I don't know, it's just amazing to see the vibe that he brings.
Oh my.
Yo, somebody give me a picture of that. I'm putting that on my wall.
Esa parte. Como si fuera es la imagen icónica
Pyro
de Street
Lee,
Fighter
he is
Alpha
a Third Strike player, one of the prime Americans that made it out to Super Battle Opera in Japan. He's the one that made me want to pick up Yun in the first place.
And then I'm going to put Knee, because Knee is just Master Tekken.
Korea, put your hands up for Knee!
y Aslan, el 5 veces Evo Champion.
I would put Maximilian up there as well.
Oh, super cheap.
Oh,
Boom.
I was good. Yeah,
Super cheap.
I was good. Not bad.
Say.
Oh shit.
오, 나이스.
Oh. Oh.
잘하는데?
Oh, I'm so good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good.
Better than now. Better than now.
Ahí.
Why?
Mucho mejor.
bien.
El JDCR versus Zane.
Oh. Why?
El Zane.
여기 레이즈 드라이브 있나? 드라고.
No.
드라고.
Change it?
No change.
3 times lose, right?
2 time 해야지, 1 time 드라고.
No.
2 time 해야지.
You
no 해야지.
The
Why?
time I can't focusing all myself, you know.
I don't care.
Sí, el evento va a empezar a las 10.
And when I losing that time, really confusing. My feel is very weird.
Oh, fucking broken.
Because I can win.
Eso era el
Your-
Vanilla
your
Tekken,
Heihachi or your
cuando
Juggernaut
el
easy,
Jack
you know?
estaba rotísimo.
But I'm loose. You know, you can't feel that, right?
I don't know.
I'm really want to 2017 EVO1 Grand Final 1, but I made this double time second. And then next year, my result. Heihachi is good for Jack, but your Heihachi is kind of. You remember second
Oh,
six
so
year?
cheap, Jack.
Oh,
You stupid.
근데 확실히
You better here.
Yeah,
Better.
super better. Oh my god. I'm
Drago.
good.
Is it you?
Me. Yes, I am.
드라고.
아, 지는구나. 그래서 한 번에. 지나 이거 해가지고?
내가 질걸?
아, 저.
내가 진다.
You're losing. And the bracket reset.
Easy reset.
Easy, yeah, not easy reset. Grand final, you know. You easy, but grand final is not easy. You understand? Different pressure.
What pressure?
Qué
Your Heihachi
presión.
pressure is just the sky. Like the sky. All free. Yeah? But EVO Grand Final pressure is can't open the eyes. You know.
Your Jack is like air.
My Jack is air?
I can't feel anything.
Ok.
Chill. Always
easy,
grab.
Easy.
Oh.
콤보가 저기 다야? 트래시 콤보.
Yeah. Oh, nice. You know punish? Oh, Chanapo is way better than Heihachi. Nice.
오.
That's it. No.
빵.
No. Combo.
오.
I'm using one piece side customizing. I never used that.
It's 1P?
Yeah,
Jack?
check one
number
preset.
one.
Yeah, one preset. Preset 1. Oh, I like preset 2. I'm only using preset 2.
Why 1 here?
Because I'm confusing. Because why I'm lose. Yeah. preset difference. You understand?
No.
Whoa, whoa. Oh! 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 Yeah, yeah!
Super lucky.
Oh! How?
Lucky.
와, 나 잘해. 오우, 씨. 나 잘한다. 와. I'm good. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh! I'm you.
로페리. 빡!
Ah! And also, I'm using headset. I don't like using headset.
Why?
I don't remember. It's first time Mandalay Bay. Super big stage. I can using my Tinder profile then. It's okay. Tinder 나쁜가?
몰라.
Tinder is bad. Wow. Whoa.
그렇지.
Whoa.
오, 씨. 이지.
이거 왜 쓴 거지? 너 이유인데 저거 왜 한 거야? Why I lose?
Because you use headset. And preset number 1. 오.
You're not using you're not changing map stage?
No.
No changing? Why?
Change. You don't change.
I don't change?
You don't change.
I don't change.
You don't change.
Not you. Me.
You.
Me. I think something real match is something boring. You understand?
Not boring.
Really?
I like it.
You like it?
I win. You lose. That's why
Look
it's boring.
at your play style, man. Just one chair.
I don't care. I win.
One
it's
chair,
good.
one chair.
You lose. That's why boring.
I'm using so much
no,
attack.
You lose and boring. I win.
You just practice, man.
I don't care. I win.
Look at this. I'm using so many skills.
레일 드라이브.
You only using down 2 and forward 2. And lazy drive.
easy. 번째.
I'm using this one, and that. Right?
Press button.
Same glasses.
Press button.
What?
You don't press button. Rematch.
Really?
Oh.
Your same glasses.
No.
6 years ago.
Your face not same.
I'm bad now. This is bad.
I think it was the first round, first game, and I was winning that round. I was winning that game, so I thought I was doing good because the reason why was like, okay, I'm winning neutral, I'm out footseeing him, I'm like punishing his sweeps, he's whiffing in front of me, I'm punishing all that. I'm like, I have this round in the bag. All I gotta do at this point is chip him out. And I think the crazy part about that was like, I realized he just stops at one point where he's just like, okay, I'm not advancing any forward. And I thought at that point, like, I didn't know he was going for the parry, or he's assuming I'm gonna do super, he's just gonna parry it. Because if you look closely, he's just tapping forward, right? Even from like this full screen space. And the reason why he's tapping forward is because Chun-Li SA2, it's like really hard to parry on reaction. After the super frame, because it's a 2-frame super, you have to just premature tap forward and you get the parry on the first hit instantly. And I didn't know he was doing that. I thought he was like, you know what? I'm in a dangerous situation. Let me try to bait the super. That's why like you see me like whiff the standing heavy kick, because I wanted him to try to see if he could jump and everything, but he didn't. I was really confident that he was not going to parry the super, and it's just because it's kind of like a, you know, like a Mythbusters thing. Because when you think about like social media, there's no social media, there's no YouTube. Oh, what do we have? We didn't have MySpace yet. I think we had like Zanga or LiveJournal, but you know, there's no tech where people are sharing like, hey, this is what a full parry looks like when you parry like all these other supers. It was really something that like a lot of people, especially from like the NA scene or in the arcades, were like, yeah, the super's unparryable. That's why it's so broken. That's why it's so cheap, because it's too many hits, so you can't really do it. And when you think about it, it makes us feel like we're stupid, because why wouldn't you be able to parry the SA2 super, right? Oh, there's only a few supers in the game where it's like unparryable, like Akuma's like level 2 super ground pound, or Gil's like angel super. You can't parry that. But maybe they tried to parry it, but no one has ever even got the first hit, or at least the first rep as well too. Like no one has ever gotten that far. For some reason, we really thought the SA2, you just couldn't parry it. And in my head, I thought that too. And then when he started doing it, I was like, uh-oh, right? I started mashing like a little kid and everything, and it didn't really faze him. And that's kind of when the full parry came about. Everyone lost it, and from there, I think he kind of like took over the game. Like it didn't really affect me, but from there, he kind of won pretty convincingly at the end. I selected this match because one, it's a moment, even though I lost, it's definitely the moment that got so many people into fighting games. It also made people, I guess, have conversations with me more, because I don't like the fact that people find other top players intimidating to talk to when you go up to it. So when you have something for somebody to like come up to their favorite top player to have a conversation about, like it can be awkward, right? Like you don't know what to say, you're starstruck, but the fact that this moment exists and they could just come up to me and say, hey, I got into fighting games because of EVO2025, then we could start a whole conversation about it, right? So I would say that's kind of why I put that on my list, because it kind of brings the bonds together, brings the connection together. And you know, I'm not really salty about it. It's really fun at this point. It's like a meme at this point, and it's also kind of what brings, like I said, everybody else together.
Truly the beast. Unprecedented level of Street Fighter ability shown here today.
Arcade experiences for me were sort of like babysitting. My parents were super busy and they worked a lot, so we had to travel really far for them to go to work because we lived in kind of like the boondocks. So we eventually moved closer, but in that time from leading up to it, my mom would go to work and she would just drop me off at the mall. And I would get as much money as I possibly could doing chores and whatever throughout the whole week so that I can afford to play arcade games at the time. Luckily, if you're good at fighting games, you can make $5 last a really long time. You can make 50 cents also last a really long time. So that was one thing that I loved about fighting games, is that you can stay on the machine for an absurd amount of time, like an hour, and only spend like a couple of quarters. That's where a lot of my time went. In terms of the area that I grew up in, SoCal and Southern California arcades, the thing that I learned about the arcade going experience was that you're gonna run into every walk of life, right? It's the equivalent of like walking down the Santa Monica Pier on like a busy Saturday. You're just gonna see literally every walk of life down there. And I think it's obviously not unique to Southern California, but the cool part about arcades is that it taught me to find commonality with anybody. You know, it didn't really matter either where you grew up or what side of town it was or whatnot. At this point, like, I knew who all these people were just because, oh, that's the guy that plays Mega Man and Wolverine. And that's kind of how, like, you looked at everybody. You looked at everybody through this specific lens of each fighting game that we play. I think that's the perspective that gave me kind of throughout the rest of my life in terms of growing a community and everything like that, is that there's this thing that we all hold together, and it's, you know, the love for this genre and the love for each one of these games. My third game kind of is almost chronological because it's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Third Strike's obviously one of the most beloved fighting games of all time, but when it came out, it was kind of a unique game. It was difficult. It was promoted as being like the hardest fighting game there is. Obviously, big moments, EVO2025 would elevate it and bring it into a mainstream. But when I was getting good at that game, I feel like a lot of my perspective was from this point of like a Dark Souls kind of perspective. We wouldn't say that back then, but Third Strike was effectively the Dark Souls of fighting games. It was so difficult, but what you could pull off if you were focused enough, if you were professional enough, was incredibly cool. EVO2025 was like the cementing moment of that. And that also elevated me to like, oh, I'm going in. I'm putting as much time as I possibly can into this. I think it's still the fighting game of all fighting games I have put the most time into. In terms of like globetrotting and going to as many arcades as possible, because now I'm officially like a bit older. This is the early 2000s. I have a vehicle. I made my way to a lot of different places to find competition, and that's where that focus was, where it's just, oh, I want the person that's the best. I need to get them, I need to see what they're doing, I need them to beat me so I can beat them. Going from arcade to arcade, it taught me what I actually enjoy about this. And it wasn't even unique to specifically fighting games, it was the other games. I really enjoyed putting on a show. I liked it when like you would go into an arcade and see some guy dual wielding in like House of the Dead, and you're like, how is he even keeping focus and flipping and dipping? I thought that was just so incredibly cool. And when you do something neat in fighting games, it was so impressive to see somebody just go on a crazy win streak. And everyone's like talking about this person or wondering what they're doing or analyzing their strategy and stepping up to try to beat them. I think that's where the most appeal was. To the point where even money, like nowadays, obviously, prize winnings is a big thing, but to me, it was just, I just want to stay on the machine. I would join tournaments just to get people to like watch your gameplay. That's what my focus was. That actually extended to like Dance Dance Revolution with the first version of DDR. It's just like, this is getting so many eyes. I want to play this, you know? I start to think back and you realize that how much that influenced me. I actually enjoyed that more than competing. And now it's literally my job. To just show off people the coolest stuff in fighting games and hopefully get them to find something that they love just as much. My second most influential fighting game is technically the one that launched my quote-unquote career. There's been other fighting games that I've had an opportunity to work on, but this one as a cementing value in terms of me being a content creator. Before the term content creator or influencer or anything like that even existed, there was just a couple of dumb 20-year-olds with some cameras and some costumes filming Assist Me. Because we all loved Marvel vs. Capcom 3 leading into Ultimate Marvel 3. That game is hugely influential. That's like a professional career sort of thing, not even mentioning how enjoyable of a game it is, how it's like now one of the most celebrated fighting games of all time, for very good reason. But that game sort of like tied me to the path that I'm on right now. And the projects that we worked on, eventually we got hired from Capcom within like 6 months of doing it to make a lot of episodes really fast. It taught me a lot of how the industry works, how marketing works, how this entire thing functions, all the cogs that go on the inside. So Ultimate Marvel 3 holds a special place in my heart. And whenever there's a spot to like support the community or like elevate the people that are doing incredible things with it, that stuff is always like incredibly valuable, that those communities are still here, they're still doing stuff. And you know, I just love the game so much, I just want to see it played all the time. When we first started moving over from doing Assist Me as like just friends, having fun, people are watching, cool, nobody's making any money, we get hired where it's suddenly, oh, okay, well, we have to make something that is actually official and represents the game we're making. I learned a lot in that process. There was also very little cross-pollination between fighting game community and official companies like Capcom or Namco or anybody like that. And I remember getting some pretty harsh criticism from the inside because they wanted to stay separate. You know, FGC does its own thing, we do our own thing over here. And you know, I remember specifically hearing like, you know, don't F this up. This is a big deal. Like if we're kind of putting a lot on this right now, if you F this up, it's over. So we had no idea what we were doing, but at that point I knew we had like a responsibility to make this cool. We had to make this be something that was worth it and worthwhile. And it taught me a lot from that point forward of just the relationship between developers and consumers and like the line that gets crossed every once in a while when they go too far. And that was an invaluable experience and still carries over to this day, especially the relationship between like the developers, publishers, and also the fighting game players that are buying the game. My #1 most influential fighting game is absolutely Killer Instinct 2013. I think it's the first official fighting game like I worked on. Granted, we did promotional marketing videos for Assist Me and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but this one was like a deep involvement where it was from early time of the game before it was even out, developers asking like opinions and getting play tests, and I'm able to pitch ideas of things that can happen between trailers and story mode cutscenes, and oh, now I'm just fully a game dev. KI's that game. It also helps that it's like one of the most engaging fighting games of all time, with some of the best music of all time, with some of the most fun characters of all time. There's a lot of really great things in there, best netcode possibly. All those things kind of came together to create this like beautiful creation. It's a game, as someone that was on the inside, made by people that love this stuff, that always made other things throughout a lot of their development career, but finally had the opportunity to jump in at this. And between folks at Double Helix, Microsoft, and Iron Galaxy, they took the reins and they just ran with it. And it was so cool to be on the inside, to see things develop, to see stumbles that get fixed and adjusted, to things that go too far to be reined back, like every aspect of development. It's such a special game to me.
Ringe, do you know the answer? It's okay, buddy, you can do it. What's the answer?
8?
Correct. Now, please read the first number on line 8.
8?
Well done. Now, how many sides does that stop sign have?
The what?
The stop sign.
8?
Hey, Ringe, do you remember what we're doing tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern?
At 8 p.m. tonight?
Yes, at 8.
At 8.
Come on, Ringe, think. 8.
What does it all mean?
Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball.
Still maintaining that pressure, still doing well.
But no more resources outside of heat.
That other set, it did count, but this is when it matters the most.
This is so back and forth. The crowd is just getting insanely high. The cheers.
What was that? Hurrah! Oh!
That hurts me, brother.
EVO champion! He is your Street Fighter 6 EVO champion!
Hey everyone, and welcome to the 2025 EVO Announcement Show. We're your hosts, Jadlin and Ringe.
What's good, everybody?
And tonight we can't wait to tell you about everything EVO has in store for 2025.
Wait, did you just say we can't eat?
I don't think so. Anyway, you want info about EVO Vegas 2025, and we've got it. The 8 arena games, including the throwback title, cosplay, streamer watch parties, and big changes to the EVO Arena 8 experience.
You just did it again. You said 8 experience.
Nope. Tonight we've also got info on EVO Japan, EVO France, and the EVO Awards powered by Qiddiya, including the nominees and the next Hall of Fame inductee.
Why do you keep saying 8?
Dude, are you okay, Ringe?
It might be something I ate.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Well, to make it up to you, here's the first game reveal for EVO 2025.
Baby, that is the composed answer to any teleport. Force knockdown, juggle. Like somebody on one trade, and he gets the combo. The corner off the big.
A little flip after. I like that. No check him anymore. Check the jab. No, we react. We out of here. Exit stage right, please.
Ego.
You'll rule this day.
Brother, I'm so glad they brought the super back.
Wind, the neutral.
The win condition was there to get him. Really? Oh! Gets the low, and there it is. Punk gets his retribution, his revenge. He is your Street Fighter 6 EVO champion.
Our next featured game set a franchise record at last year's EVO with 4,646 registered competitors, and I got 65th. The largest tournament in this IP's storied history. And whether you got folded by Arson Ash on the way to his 5th EVO championship, or maybe you got washed by Dragunov in pools, or maybe you were put in a spin cycle by Lily Pichu. Don't worry, just like Heihachi, you're gonna have a chance for revenge at this year's EVO.
Acha, brother, has not stopped swinging yet.
He don't stop. He don't need to. Time we eat dash. Oh, Steve, you know where we're going? We're going to a final round.
In deck, but will not spend it yet. Finally do so to get the control back.
Best in trouble.
The dash?
Oh, you might be alive. That's gonna kill you. Infested stays alive. Survival point, just like Justice Spirit said, and that's gonna be dead.
Nice block.
Oh no, what a big whiff for the Cursor Fold 1.
Four counter hits in one round away. And Chinkulin sweeps it up and
He's got to use
No,
it.
he doesn't. He can't deal with it. No, he got the block. EVO champion.
Oh my gosh.
はい、鉄拳プロジェクトの原田です。そして
マイケル。
はい、いつもおなじみの2人ですけれども、いつも本当に皆さん鉄拳8、応援ありがとうございます。記憶に新しいかと思いますけれども、おかげさまで、ザ・ゲームアワード、2024、ベストファイティングゲーム、皆さんの投票のおかげでお願いしたら本当にみんなすごく投票してくれて、そのおかげで、取ることができました。ありがとうございました。
So first, I'm going to be translating his comment for you all. So he just said it's the both of us. I'm sure you're used to seeing our faces so far. Thank you everyone for voting for us. We were able to get the Best Fighting Game Award at the Game Awards. So thank you very much for that.
はい、またですね、シーズン1最後の、プレイヤブルキャラクターということでベストキャラということでね、ファイナルファンタジー16から、クライブ・ロズフィールド、参戦も発表して、もうね、みんなもうこの頃には遊んでる頃かな。はい、そうですね、皆さん遊んでもらってますかね。はい。
And also, we were happy to announce the final character in Season 1, which is going to be Clive Roosevelt from Final Fantasy 16. You're probably all playing the character as we speak.
はい。そして、これもね、年末でお知らせしましたけど、TWT2025 年から、今年の春から、開幕します。皆さんエントリーしてください。
Also, I think we've already told you, but TWT 2025 will be kicking off this spring. So look forward to it.
はい。で、エボジャパンってありますよね。で、まあラスベガスのエボとあって、で、そう2025年のエボニースがあるんですよね。で、それももちろんその TWT2025 のこのツアーの中に、組み込まれてポイントがもらえる仕組みになってます。
And although we haven't announced the details of the tour yet, it's safe to say that we'll be part of those events for EVO Japan, EVO Las Vegas, and EVO Nice, the latest one announced, will all be on the Tekken World Tour, so you can participate in those.
はい、でその鉄拳8の、TWT の詳細とかそのエボのエントリーの詳細とか、どんどん情報がまたこれから出てきますので、出た段階でもう早めに皆さんエントリーすることをお勧めします。割と最近そのエントリーでバーッと人が埋まっちゃって入れないみたいなことも出てきているので、大会によっては、もし情報を見て、エントリーが始まったらもうできるだけ早めにエントリーしていただけると、いいと思います。
And so we'll be releasing more details moving forward about the TWT 2025, so please look out for those. One thing we can say is that the tour is becoming even more popular each year, so there'll be many tournaments where you might want to register as soon as you can, because they are hitting some of those caps more recently, so please keep that in mind.
はい、でまたその TWT のねツアーとかですね、もちろんその、ラスベガスだったりニースだったり日本だったり、まあその他の地域もこの2人割と、大会こう見に行ったりとかねします、ね、一緒にね しますんで、ぜひ、僕らにも会いに来て、いろいろ鉄拳についてまた話したりとかする時間ができたらなと思いますので、皆さんぜひよろしくお願いします。
And like with the EVO stops on the tour and some of the other masters as well, I'm sure that you can find Harada and myself there. We'll be happy to take pictures with you guys, do whatever. So we hope you'll show up.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you.
Last year's EVO Japan was the biggest yet. Record numbers of competitors, Mena RD winning his first EVO championship, and Roto Z-Man plushies. This year, EVO Japan is heading back to Tokyo Big Sight from May 9th through the 11th, where you can compete in Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, and Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. And for the first time, Matsuda-san's team tournaments, Cooperation Cup for Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and Beat Tribe for Virtua Fighter 5 will be hosted on site at EVO Japan. Virtua Fighter 5 did just get its first balance update in 15 years, so maybe there's hope for your low tier to show out. Plus, between your matches, there will be more to do at EVO Japan than ever before. Cosplay contests, rows of cabs, and exclusive merch that Justin Wong will be happy to not buy for Yipes.
You got so much merch going on. I see the jacket, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know Yipes wanted it, and guess what? You're not getting it, because it's only $250. It's sold out.
Also, for the first time in forever, or really actually since 2019, the EVO English Watch Party will be streaming live from Tokyo. If you want to join us, head over to evojapan.gg for tickets and registration.
Not only will our next game be at EVO Japan, but it'll be at EVO France and EVO Vegas too. And this year at Vegas, it'll look to build off its record-setting numbers, as last year more players chose to rise to the challenge than ever before.
We're going to see some of the best
Ok, ya estoy aquí. Era de esperarse que uno de los juegos que iba a estar era el GBS vs Rising. Acá el año pasado se lo llevó Aaron. Y el de EVO Japan donde estuvo Rookies y Camera y se lo llevó Rookies. Y el de Tororo Aaron se lo llevó Aaron. Segunda aparición en el EVO, ya que la primera fue el año pasado. Y ahí está Fukuhara, el director de Rising, pero sabiendo que ahora el Sandalphone va a salir en Cygames, en Cygames Cup. Este invierno, así que por favor mire adelante por ello, especialmente por Sandalphone, que se va a mostrar su tráiler en Cygames Cup, que es esta semana.
One incredible championship celebration, and this commentator tearing up just a little. It all adds up to a great run back at EVO 2025.
Guilty Gear Stripe era obvio que iba a estar. Es uno de los top juegos que con más entrada. O sea, Street Fighter, Tekken 8, Guilty y Grand Blue.
He blocked it immediately. Not enough to kill, but that's okay. Still, setting up for the situation. Takes the kill. That's going to be Nitro. He's going to be your champion for Guilty Gear Strive.
New York embraces their own.
Cuarta aparición en EVO. Y creo que sale Daisuke. Ishiwatari. Ah, no. Ken Miyaguchi. Pensé que iba a ser Daisuke, pero no. Y ahora estamos esperando por el Venom. Que el Venom tiene que salir entre febrero o marzo. Un título deseado. Gracias a todos los que han disfrutado y apoyado el juego. Arigatou. Tengo la buena oportunidad de atender a EVO 2024 y en el evento tuve un diferente valor que antes, un diferente público de antes. No puedo esperar para ver cómo será EVO este año. En la excitación y la atmósfera del evento se volverá mejor y mejor cada año. Estoy en serio mirando por increíbles combates. La edición de EVO en agosto y también ya ha sido seleccionado para EVO Japan, colocado para mayo y EVO Francia en octubre. Por favor, mira adelante para estos eventos también. Para Guilty Season 4, obviamente se liberaron a DC en 2024, falta Venom. Adicionalmente estamos preparando a introducir más personajes excitantes. Venom, un popular personaje de la serie pasada, única, que es del anime de Guilty Gear, Dual Ruler, y la primera invitada que es Lucy de Cyberpunk, la primera colaboración, Lucy de Cyberpunk Edge Runner del anime. En la inclusión de esos personajes también estamos pudiendo hacer mejoras del juego, de modos de juego y mejoras de obviamente del rendimiento. Espero que los vea a todos en mayo en Japón, en agosto en Las Vegas y en octubre en Francia. Let's rock!
This year, EVO is giving some FGC legends their flowers. And the man who will be handing out those bouquets, none other than Majin Obama himself. Hey Obama, you up?
Obama,
We'll tell him about the EVO Awards.
All right, got it, Jalen.
Ahí está.
Hey guys, I'm excited and honored to be the
Majin
host
Obama.
of the first ever EVO Awards, powered by Kadia. Been locked away in my apartment the past few months, not just hanging up displays, but going through all the footage to find the best that the community had to offer in the year 2024. And so, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the EVO Award Show categories.
Los EVO Awards,
The EVO
que son los
Awards,
premios.
powered by Kadia, will feature 21 categories.
21 categorías, algo similar que los Games Awards, pero en EVO. Y el Salón de la Fama.
Best commentator, the FGC's best meme, to the
Uy, ahí
moment that
estaba
defines
el Colt.
2024. And you, the community,
Minardo.
your vote will determine the winner. To
Tokido.
vote, all you have to do is head over to evo.gg between right now and Sunday, February 2nd to choose your favorites. So once we've tallied up all the votes, polished off all the statues, we're going to hand out the hardware live in Los Angeles, California on Saturday, February 15th. But that's not all. Because before the EVO Awards show gets kicked off, we're going to have arcade carpet interviews in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Tournament of Champions featuring Sanford Kelly, IFC Yipes, Duck, and the Wazzler himself. So if you want to watch Hayao pop off after winning Best Pop-Off,
Hayao.
because let's be honest, no one's going to beat that. Head over to twitch.tv/Evo or youtube.com/Evo events on Saturday, February 15th. And I think even Sanford would agree that that is a top tier pick. That brings me to the last announcement that we're going to have tonight, and the one I'm most excited for, the EVO Hall of Fame. Last
¿Quién
year at
será el
EVO, we
elegido?
honored Daigo and Justin Wong with the Impact Award, a special Lifetime Achievement Award that punched their ticket into the EVO.
Veamos quién es el
Tonight,
elegido.
I get to announce the next legend that will be joining them, Tokido.
Era de esperarse que Tokido iba a ser elegido. Era de esperarse. The GOAT, The Murphy. Entra en el Salón de la Fama del Evo. Cuando Tokido jugaba también el KOF. Antes de Street Fighter jugaba KOF. Tokido. Tokido se lo merece 100% estar en el Salón de la Fama del Evo. Fighting games are some great. Fighting games are great.
And that's what excites me most about partnering with Kadio on this project, is that they empower us to tell our stories our way. Not
Tokido en el
just
Salón
with
de
the
la
EVO
Fama.
Awards in the Hall
The
of Fame,
Murphy.
but with a new series, EVO Legends. Tokido is the first legend we're featuring, and if you want to see more of his incredible story, head over to youtube.com/EvoFGC. Also, be sure to keep your eyes locked on EVO's socials for more Hall of Fame announcements and EVO Legends features in the weeks leading up to the EVO Awards. All right, so we got 2 more reveals coming your way, and here's a hint for the next one.
¿Quién?
All right, guys, I got to finish prepping for the
Hayao.
award show. Make sure you head to evo.gg, cast your votes to your favorite FGC moments from this year, and I'll see you guys in Los Angeles. Take it away, Jalen.
Thanks, Obama.
Ah, los otros dos van a ser mostrados en el Evo.
One of the awards I'm most excited about
Oh,
is
ahí
the
está
moment of the
Jaitlyn.
year. And while I can't wait to see what
Jaitlyn.
the FGC picks, one of the best moments of 2024 for me was getting to commentate this game's EVO Grand Finals.
¿Quién?
There's the burn, okay.
Uni. Under Night va a estar en el Evo. Esa es la tercera aparición. Sí, tercera aparición del Under Night. Salió el año pasado en Evo Japan y en el Evo USA. Y ahora sale de nuevo en Evo USA.
Yeah, Joe was ready for that change.
Got
It's
him.
over.
Kyo.
There we go. Is it just gonna end like this? Is it just gonna end like this?
Seran.
What do we have? Pull through?
Wait.
CS?
It's IW. That's it.
That's it!
Your 2024 Under Night Inver 2 Grand Champion.
Segunda aparición en el Evo.
Hello everyone, I'm Kamone Serizawa.
Kamone.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。エボの配信を見ている皆さんこんにちは。アンダーネットインバーシリーズのディレクターをやっておりますフランスパンの芹沢かもねです。
Sabemos que ahora en febrero llega Ogre, el segundo personaje DLC de la Season 1 de Under Night 2, y aún quedan 2 personajes más. Por desgracia se van a liberar cada 6 meses. Así que el tercer personaje de DLC va a llegar hasta agosto.
アンダーナイトインバースシリーズはもう2になって、世界中で新しいプレイヤーが現れて、非常に盛り上がっているっていうところで、そういった部分でも今回のエボも非常に楽しみにしております。昨年のエボ2024は、私も現地で観戦させていただいたんですけれども、本当にすごい盛り上がりで、会場も素晴らしくて、
la gran final que fue entre Senaru y
活躍がしっかり見れたっていうところで非常に楽しかった思い出だと。
Es que estar con Mocina, ahí gane o pierda, él siempre muestra un gran espíritu competitivo y un gran espíritu deportivo. Estamos preparando la liberación del segundo DLC, que es Ogre. Yo sé que muchos están esperando el anuncio de su fecha de liberación. Lo vamos a compartir más información pronto, así que por favor estén preparados. Yo veo antes de verlos a todos en Las Vegas, Estados Unidos este año. Shimini. Los vemos en EVO 2025. Gracias a todos.
So far, each of the titles we've announced tonight has been featured on EVO's main stage, set records for the number of competitors who's played at EVO over the last 2 years, and made moments that will go down in FGC history. But not our next game. Despite featuring some of the most iconic characters in the genre, our next title will be crowning an EVO World Champion for the first time.
¿Cuál?
Hey, come on.
Obvio, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Primera aparición. Y va a estar en EVO Japan y en EVO Francia. Ah no, en EVO Japan no. Va a estar en EVO USA y en EVO Francia. Hell, fucker! Score contra Nemo.
They've been making very good use of the practice match main character.
That's gonna be it.
Score versus DK.
It's gonna take it. The hands are shaking.
Fate has no finale.
Oh. Fatal Fury, Zero of the Wolves.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Weatherford, producer on Fatal
Y
Fury City of the
Oda.
Wolves. And I'm
¿Será
here
que
with our
tal
chief
vez
producer
aquí
and
veamos
Studio
un
One Big
pequeño
Boss,
anuncio
Oda
con
Yasuki?
otro personaje que se viene al roster? ¿O no?
As everybody saw,
Ya que el
Fatal
juego
Fury is
sale
the
en
main
abril,
title for EVO
no nos olvidemos,
2025.
y aún quedan
So
4
we just wanted
personajes
to
por
do a short
mostrar.
message about that. So how does it feel to have EVO 2025 select Fatal Fury as one of the main titles this year?
A ver, Street Fighter fue elegido, Tekken 8 fue elegido, Guilty elegido, Gran Blue elegido, ¿qué más? Uni elegido,
Yeah, we're
Garou
extremely honored
elegido,
to have
van
it selected,
6,
and
quedan
obviously it's going to
2.
be a tournament right after the release of the game, so we're just really interested to see what kind of players are going to come out and what kind of action is going to be at the tournament. All right, so do you have any other last comments for the fans?
はい、皆さんガロ伝説のプレイ、期待してます。エボまでには、アップデートの計画とか、
Aún quedan 2 personajes por
今後の
mostrar.
大会 e スポーツ計画とかすべて、発表できてると思うので、しばらくお待ちください。
Yeah, we're just looking forward to the launch of Fatal Fury and seeing all the players come out to compete. We're going to have a lot of esports plans to support the title and all of our other titles afterwards, so just look forward to more news in the future. All right, thanks a lot.
Are you okay? Finally, Terry Bogard will get to unleash his burn knuckle on the EVO stage in Fatal Fury. But not just in Vegas. He'll be heading to France too.
Sí.
This October, Nice, France will host the first ever European EVO. And while I could tell you all about it, it makes more sense to have the most excited man in France give you the details.
Damascus. Go Damascus.
Damascus, how's it going?
Yo, Ringe, what's up?
All right, Damascus, tell us about EVO France.
Oh, you want to talk about EVO France?
¿Ese será Mystic
you
el
know
que
I'm
está
your
ahí?
guy.
No, no es Mystic.
I am so excited to welcome you all in Nice next year for the first time EVO goes to France. I'm currently in the Promenade des Anglais. That's one of the main places of the city. And
Qué
this is a
grande es
beautiful
el
city.
Damasco.
So you know what? Let me take you around. I have so much to show you and...
¿Mm?
Wait, what?
¿Qué es eso?
Damn, that's crazy.
Un
I'm not
espejismo.
going crazy. Maybe I'm too hyped. I'm not even sure. But you know what? Let me take you around. Let's go. As you all heard, EVO
Un
is coming to
espejismo,
France
estaba
for the
viendo el
first time
Damascus.
ever on October 10 to 12, 2025, and it will take place right here in the beautiful city of Nice. And you know what we have in Nice? We've got... Hold up, what?
Otra vez.
Damn, that's crazy.
Otro espejismo. ¿Ah?
Anyway, you know what? I don't know what I'm seeing, but let me take you to
Pobre
my favorite
Damascus.
place in Nice instead. Let's go. One of my favorite places in Nice, and actually probably the most beautiful viewpoint in here. You can see obviously all of the beach, the airport is right there, and the EVO venue right there, quite close to the beach. One of the best places to be around, and plenty to do in the city. But in fact, I would like to show you one of the places to be in Nice.
Ahora pasa de
There we
nuevo
are,
y va a haber
the
otro
center of the city,
espejismo.
Promenade du Pont behind me, Place Masséna right here. This is where we're all gonna be hanging out after EVO, and even...
No, no dijeron nada. Ay, pobre Damascus. Toma.
I'm running the set in Nice today and at EVO France 10 to 12 October 2025. I hope to see you there.
While you do have until October to get your passport up to date and practice how to say "I've got next" in French, you've only got until August to figure out a way to try and prevent Sonic Fox from winning an 8th EVO championship and a 5th in this franchise alone.
We only just built it. This is gonna be it. It's his death into the demon dash, and that's gonna be a 359.
It's gonna be Jade afterwards, I think. There it is.
Bloody time to get it, Zeus. And it already had done 400. He knew. Next month they put a like on it.
Y sí, MK va a estar en el EVO. El EVO nuevamente. El Mortal Kombat 1. Y era un juego que nadie se esperaba que estuviera de nuevo, porque obviamente decían que el juego estaba muerto. El zorro. Segunda aparición en el EVO.
Hello everyone. All of us at NetherRealm are very excited that Mortal Kombat 1 has been selected as an
Y
official
sabiendo
title
de
at
esto, aviso que el jueves
We'd also like
hay
to tell you
tráiler
that EVO will be an official stop of the
de
Pro
Conan the
Competition
Barbarian
season
para Mortal
2.
Kombat 1 con su
We'll
fecha.
have more
No,
details
la fecha
tomorrow,
sería se
so
sabe
stay
porque va a salir la
Thanks
otra
again for
semana.
supporting Mortal Kombat for
El
over
Conan
30
si tienen
years,
el pase
and
de
be sure
3
to
días
sign up for Mortal
o si no
Kombat
tienen que
1
esperar.
at EVO.
Sale el 23.
As we've mentioned
El
a few
Conan the
times during
Barbarian.
tonight's show, EVO
Si tienen
2024 was
el
a record-breaking
si tienen
event.
el pase de
There were
72 horas o si no tendrán que esperar hasta el
16,252 bracket
26
entries across the 8 arena games with
de enero.
10,265
Y ya van
unique players signing up to compete.
juegos.
That
O sea,
made
Street
EVO
Fighter,
2024
Tekken,
the largest video
Gran
game
Blue,
tournament
Guilty,
ever. And when you
Garou
add in the
o
tens
Fatal
of
Fury,
thousands of community members who came to get
1 y
their
2,
hands on unreleased games like
MK,
2XKO
aún
or
queda
Shop in
un
the
juego
Artist Alley,
por
explore
mostrar.
the art museum or compete in the cosplay contest, get some casuals in with friends, or watch
Aún queda un último
Maximilian
juego
stream
por
live
mostrar.
from EVO. It's not just a testament to how much the FGC has grown, but the reason EVO needs to continue to evolve in order to put on the best event possible. And another evolution is coming for 2025, right, Hado?
That's right, Jalen.
Hado
Last year was the
y
biggest EVO in history,
Go
which made for incredible memories,
El
unbelievable
Go
moments,
Chen
and some
está ahí.
unfortunately long lines. Over the last 6 months, though, we've been looking at how we recover from mix-ups that we didn't block in 2024, so that EVO 2025 is not just the biggest, but the best possible event that it can be. The first thing we're changing is we're redesigning the EVO arena. More seats, bigger screens, and a traditional way to hold your seat as you grab food, hit the bathroom, or dip out to the show floor. That's because the EVO Arena on Sunday is going back to being a separate ticket. Still general admission, so that you can move around and share the experience with your friends, but with the guarantee that a seat is waiting for you when you get back. Additionally, a completely redesigned watch area for Sunday's arena finals is being put together in the convention center, complete with its own hosts and special features. We're committed to keeping those casual station chairs where they belong, by the casual stations. And finally this year, The EVO programming team has rounded out a schedule that lets us bring back one of the most important things in EVO's history, the top 8.
Top 8 regresa finalmente. Top 8 vuelve. Adiós Top 6. Ahora regresa de nuevo el género clásico. Top 8.
Yep, that's right. Me and the video games crew are going to be coming back to EVO 2025.
Max regresa en Evo. Maximilian Dude regresa a Evo finalmente.
Just like the EVO cosplay contest, it gets better every year.
Top 8 regresa al formato original de Evo. Pues ya que el formato de Top 6 no me gustaba nada. A nadie le gustó el formato de Top 6.
But the cosplay contest will be judged by Vampy Bitme and other judges from the cosplay scene.
Last year's EVO Arcade was the biggest in EVO's history. This year we're adding crane games to the mix, as well as bogarting all the Terry Bogard cabs we can get our hands on to showcase the journey from Fatal Fury to City of the Wolves.
For all the FGC historians and art lovers, EVO 2025
y ahí veo al Arslan ahí en la foto.
With featured artists including JB Style. Plus, we'll have a brand new gift shop during the weekend. I'm so hyped for the gift shop!
Another big change for this year's EVO, we're running tournaments for more than the 8 arena games. There are too many great games in the FGC to fit into the time limitations of EVO's arena. But these games
extensión del lineup del Evo.
have an official tournament. Tournaments run by EVO that take place on EVO stages, are showcased on EVO streams, and earn EVO medals for the top 8. EVO is a festival dedicated to fighting games, and more games equals more fun for everyone.
Va a haber bastantes cambios.
EVO will run tournaments for Rivals of Aether 2, Virtua Fighter 5, The King of Fighters 15, Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and Killer Instinct will be there.
Killer Instinct va a estar en el Evo.
So be sure to keep an eye on EVO's
Y más juegos se revelarán en los Evo Awards.
2025. And you know who else is going to be there? Hey, yo, Sherry, can you get that?
¿Quién es?
Hey. Howdy, gamers. I'm here to deliver some Chipotle. So text the code below to 888-222.
Sayam y Chipotle regresa.
Alright, well, I gotta get back to work.
Chipotle regresa, la carne asada. Ay, el Tasty Steve. Chipotle regresa de sponsor a Evo. Chipotle. Y va a haber evento obviamente de los desarrolladores. Harada regresa. Y va a nerfear a más a Lily.
Shop for exclusive EVO collab merch and enjoy the plentiful water stations. Yep, this year the in-venue stations are back and you'll be able to hydrate like you're a Tekken pro.
I know that was a lot, but don't worry. Head over to evo.gg and make sure to follow all our
la foto de Tokido versus Menor. El stare down. Estilo Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Plus, be sure to tune into the EVO Awards on February 15th. For more EVO 2025 game reveals, as well as information on ticketing, hotel blocks.
El formato Top 8 regresa finalmente.
I knew it was about the top 8.
It's time to reveal the 8th game that's making its way
¿Y
on
cuál
the
es?
arena stage at EVO 2025.
¿Y cuál es? Marvel vs. Capcom 2. O sea que el que filtró el leak dijo la verdad. Y lo más probable Justin Wong va a participar y se lo va a llevar. Lo más probable. Yipes versus Jay Wong. Hyper P. Stanford versus tu padre. Décima aparición en el Evo en Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Era de esperarse, si Max estaba acá, creo que era casi una probabilidad de que saliera Marvel vs. Capcom 2 este año para Evo. It's Marvel. Ya puedo ver a Tom llorando otra vez de ver a otro juego de Marvel en el lineup oficial del Evo. It's Marvel.
So you said earlier that you're going to be streaming again from EVO this year. What made you want to come back?
I think the experience last year of being in the arena, being there with everybody for finals day.
Max regresa obviamente al Evo y creo que va a ser como participante. Y también va a estar obviamente con el equipo de los dudes. Con Simmons, con Steve y con Kenny. Y no sé si va a estar también JJ. Y el hijo de Max.
Speaking of champions, right? The Tournament of Champions is happening at the EVO Awards in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
El torneo de los campeones.
Duck, Justin Wong, IFC Yipes, or Sanford Kelly.
Man, there's a lot of names in there I'm really excited about, and they're synonymous with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But
El torneo de los campeones de Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Lo más probable va a ganar Jay Wong. Justin Wong.
Got a real match. We just got a real match. Uh-oh! Justin Wong!
So that's where my money's going.
I think that's the smart money. So we'll see you at the EVO Awards. I can't wait to see who comes out as the champion of the tournaments.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, Max. And for all of you that have been hanging out with us during the stream, we appreciate it.
Before we get out of here, we got to remind you that voting for the
Los
EVO Awards powered
Awards.
by Kadia is live, like right now. So get over to evo.gg.
Tengo que ir a la página para que puedan votar por sus categorías favoritas.
That's a wrap for the 2025 EVO Announcement Show presented by Rinch and Jadelin. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, the announcement show start.
What? ¿Qué pasa, Vicious?
Ooh. So what I miss?
Well, EVO's bringing back the top 8s to Vegas.
Oh hell yeah! So
Hell
Street Fighter
yeah!
6 is getting a top 8.
Yeah.
It's got to mean Tekken 8 as well, right?
Yeah.
En todos los juegos.
Strive, Grand Blue, Mortal
Yep.
Kombat 1, Under Night 2, City of the Wolves as well.
Yeah. But wait, how'd you know
En
about
todos.
Oh, the Magic 8 Ball showed me.
Did that thing also tell you that Marvel 2 is the throwback game?
It might have mentioned that somewhere. It also mentioned you were coming back to EVO, Max.
Yep, we're going to be coming back with Yo Video Games in EVO 2025
No,
with some big improvements.
Yo
from
Video
last year.
The
Games.
EVO Arena is also getting some big improvements. There's going to be more seats, less lines, and a way to save your seat because the arena is going to be ticketed again.
A bigger arena is always better.
I'm not going to say that again.
Well, your late ass Mr. Obama announcing the categories for the EVO Awards and that voting for the winner starts right now at evo.gg.
Oh, and he also revealed that Taquito is being inducted into the Hall of Fame and that there's a new series called EVO Legends on EVO FGC's YouTube channel, and the first episode all about Taquito.
Yo, I actually already watched it. Did you guys know that he actually got
No spoilers, bro.
No spoilers, Vicious. No digas
Is it
nada.
a spoiler to let people know that if they want more information about the EVO Awards, EVO France, EVO Japan, or EVO 2025, they should head over to evo.gg and subscribe to all of EVO's socials?
Well, that's not a spoiler, but it does look like you're reading off a cue card.
Okay. Well, now that we're all caught up, it's time to put an end to the 2025 EVO Announcement Show. Thanks for watching.
I gotta get some sleep. It's been a weird night.
Yo, check it out.
¿Qué es? Evo. En la bola de nieve. Los 3 Evos. El Evo USA. Top 8 regresa en todos, lo más probable. El Evo empieza el 1 de agosto. Top 8 entero. Gracias por ver. Y los 8 juegos que van a estar: Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue, Uni, MK, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 y Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Y los juegos que vienen de ahí, y quedan 2 entradas más aquí, que van a estar como side games, side tournaments. Que obviamente van a estar Rival Soeter, Virtual Fighter 5 Revo, King of Fighters 15, Blaze Blue Central Fiction y Killer Instinct. Y aún quedan 2 juegos más y obviamente más aún que van a estar en el lineup extendido, en la alineación extendida. Los 8 juegos de arriba van a estar en el centro, van a ser el main, el espectáculo, el evento principal. y los otros van a ser eventos secundarios. Lo más probable que el que va a estar también ahí en esa alineación va a ser el Multistream Illumina. Es lo que presiento, el Multistream Illumina va a estar ahí en esa lista. Pero ok, gente. Con esto y más, llegamos al final de este directo de hoy de cobertura de la alineación del EVO 2025. Ya están los 8 juegos que van a estar en la alineación final. Creo que el Fighter Z va a estar como side event aquí en el EVO USA, ya que en el EVO Europa va a estar en el escenario, en el evento principal. Pero bueno, gente, gracias a todos por haberme acompañado con este directo de hoy de cobertura de la alineación de juegos que iban a estar en el EVO. Finalmente ya se confirmó que el Top 8 regresa al formato del EVO, de todos los EVOs. O sea, ya no va a haber más Top 6, ahora va a ser Top 8. Y los 8 juegos que van a estar: Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue Fantasy vs Rising, Under Night 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves y Marvel vs Capcom 2. Además de varios anuncios, lo mismo que pasó el año pasado, la mesa de los desarrolladores, donde van a dar posiblemente alguna sorpresa de anuncio especial. Y sobre todo, obviamente, el formato del Top 8. Y parece ser que para irte al otro escenario, para cuando sea el evento principal, va a ser el ticket separado en vez de un ticket junto. No sé cómo funciona esa parte del ticket separado, o sea que el ticket ahora no va a servir para todo. Ahora el ticket va a ser separado para cada cosa. No sé cómo será eso, si alguien después me lo puede explicar después en Discord, estaré encantado. Pero en fin, gente, con esto llega la cobertura de esta reacción al lineup de los 8 juegos que van a estar en el EVO USA, aunque en parte alguien ya los había liqueado. Pero a mí me daba igual, yo iba a ver qué juegos iban a estar sin importar si estaban liqueados o no. Pero poca más cosa más que decir. Nos veremos ahora mañana miércoles. Ya regresamos ya a los directos normales en solo Twitch, miércoles y jueves. Y el viernes y sábado regresamos de nuevo a los multistreams. Así que mañana miércoles nos vemos el miércoles y jueves nos vemos con reacción de anime. Y a la vez el jueves estaremos también empezando Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Pero en fin, gente, gracias a todos por haber pasado por este directo. A los que están en YouTube ayuda mucho a dar un buen like, compartir las redes sociales y si pueden también suscribirse al canal para más. Y a los que están en Twitch ayuda mucho a dar un buen follow y seguirme en las redes sociales que estarán obviamente en la descripción anotada. Pero en fin, gente, y además pueden seguirme en las redes sociales que estarán puestas por el Nightbot, por el bot, tanto aquí en YouTube como en Twitch. Pero en fin, gente, buenas noches a todos y que descansen y nos veremos con más y mejor contenido mañana. Un saludo a todos y a cuidarse. Chao, chao.